I've got two stories, short stories to tell about two passengers. One was a very nice passenger. He was with us, and when we landed at London, before landing into London, he invited us to have dinner with him. All the crew, cabin crew, to have dinner with him at a very posh, nice club. So we met him, or rather, he sent limousine to pick us up from our hotel to this particular club. We had dinner with him. There were about 10 of us, and unfortunately there was one stewardess, one of our stewardesses was not properly dressed. She doesn't have a pair of proper shoes, but she was stopped. She was stopped and not allowed to enter the club. So there was a big fuss, and this passenger, let's call him Mr. M, and Mr. M demanded that the club admit all of us, including this stewardess. They refused. So he called the general manager of the club up, and he told him that he would resign from the club right on the spot if the stewardess was not allowed to go into the club. So finally they let her in, and we were all so happy. And besides that, he gave each one of us around £500 to spend at the casino. It's actually a casino club. £500 was a lot of money in those days. It was in the 1970s, maybe 74. So, and after gambling and dinner, he sent us home. He asked the club to send us back to the hotel using their Rolls Royce. Such a nice passenger. Then the other story was about a passenger who was not so nice. This gentleman flew with us from Bahrain in the Middle East to London, but initially he couldn't get a seat. The flight was overbooked. So he pleaded with our station manager and then talked to the captain of the flight, and he said that his wife was giving birth in London. So the captain accepted him in the cockpit and allowed him to travel. But we made it clear we don't have enough food for passengers. I mean, we have enough food for all the passengers, but don't have extra tray for him, meal tray. He said it doesn't matter. Going back to London was more important. And during the flight, when he was in the cockpit, when we served the captain and the cockpit crew, we served him too. You know, maybe it's not a proper tray, economy meal tray for the passengers, but in bits and pieces, he got his food. Guess what? When he arrived at London, in the next few days, he complained that we did not give him any food. And we never made any agreement with him regarding this meal thing. So that was actually not a nice passenger. And thank you very much.